Hey there, it's J-Rod here for Rich Retirement TV, and before we get into today's video, I just want to say Happy Veterans Day to all the vets out there. Thank you for your service. It means a lot to me personally. My dad is a retired sailor. My son is, if you're a Jimmy Buffett fan, the son of a sailor. And my grandfather fought in World War II. Service means a lot to me. And I thank everyone out there who has served, who is serving now. It means a lot to all of us here in the U.S. So with that, in case you missed it, the stock market exploded earlier this week on news from Pfizer that their vaccine candidate for COVID-19, along with BioNTech, it showed 90% efficacy in early tests, which is very, very, very good news. We're still, ways off from having a vaccine that can really protect us from COVID, and one that can get mass produced and out to everyone who needs it. But this is really good news, and most importantly, it has put a spotlight in the stock market on biotech stocks, and they're just surging right now. And right now, there's so much momentum that there's a rising tide that's lifting all boats. And we've talked a lot here at Rich Retirement Letter and other outlets here at St. Paul Research about COVID-19. Drug makers, where we think the best plays are there. But today I want to focus on some breakout biotech stocks. I got one that I really, really love, and then two more that are just pushing higher. I think a lot more room to run. I want to focus on three of these names that are exploding higher. And as money, as we do get a vaccine and therapies that can really put a dent in COVID, these stocks are going to just explode higher with that rush of cash. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at those names. All right, so real quick, again, I want to show you here just the momentum here. This is XBI. This is the Spider ETF that tracks biotech stocks. As you can see, breaking out above 120 earlier in October, pulling back, but really shooting up higher in the last couple of days here on that news. So that's the actual representation of biotech stocks. But really, let's dig into the stocks on my list. So top stock on my list is Vericel Corporation. That's ticker VCEL. And as you can see, just ripping higher over the last, just say, week or so. Just from the time I started looking at this stock, it was running higher over the weekend. Just exploded. And you take a look here. So before we get into the stock, just a little bit of info. They're they make cellular therapies, really working to grow healthy cells, have the body make its own cells, particularly in cartilage. They work a lot in sports medicine and in burn care units, creating like a second skin for folks with severe burns, and then also folks that again have had knee surgery that need cartilage. It basically reprograms tells your body to recreate those cells. Really cutting edge stuff. They've got their main product, MACI, MACI, is a scaffolding product for that knee cartilage repair, and Epicel is their main drug or treatment for permanent skin replacement. So just a little bit of background on the stock itself. But take a look here. Boom. What really excites me, my price target on this stock is $26 in the short term. You see, just over the last 9 months or so, the stock has traded in these $8 ranges, right? So we put in, we've got a high on the year before COVID, just below $20, and then through the COVID crash, we fall down here to right around $8. come back, the midpoint of that range being $14. We find support there. We've got support at the 50-day moving average. We got support at the 200-day moving average. We explode higher, break out above $20, pull back a little bit, but still finding support here at the 50-day moving average. Explosive move after a killer earnings statement, and again on the vaccine news, you get a push here up to about $25 as of yesterday's close. So if you put that $6 range on top of the breakout above $20, that gives you a $26 price target. And if the stock, my next price target from there would be $32. That's upside of about 30% from where the stock closed yesterday. And again, you take a look at the action. There's a lot of momentum here, a lot of new money rushing into the stock, and it's a small cap name, so it's got plenty of room to grow as its therapies continue to its therapies continue to sell, and its clinical stage therapies go through the FDA pipeline. So a lot to love here. The next stock on my list is Sutro Biopharma Incorporated, ticker STRO. And you take a look at this stock, again, you got to carving out a nice range. Actually, in the longer term, it becomes a little bit more clear here. You've got, range settled basically between $13 and $8. That's a $5 range. And we see just an explosive move. They're looking at a weekly chart. So over the last week or so, the stock has, go back to the daily chart, exploded. And again, you put that $5 range on top of the $13 breakout from last week, that gives you an $18 price target. And as you can see, just over the last 3 days, the stock pushes up to just below $18 and pulls back. Not a bad thing. It's pulled back and held at right around 50. It closed yesterday, Tuesday, at 1564. That's just, you take that $5 range, the split it in half, that's 250. So that's a close at 1564 is just above the midpoint of that $5 range, which would be right now about $15.50. See, $13 plus 250. So holding right there at the midpoint of that range. And again, on this momentum, this is a great opportunity to hop into this name on its move up to 18, and a breakout. If the stock really manages to break through that $18 range with force, then you've got another. The price target from there would be, $23. So a lot of room there for the stock to run higher. And what I like about Sutro, they make vaccines. They're not working on a COVID-19 vaccine, but they're working on a pneumonia vaccine, and it's through getting through the pipeline now. Very very good looking data here. So as we get through, as that drug, that particular drug gets through the different stages of the FDA pipeline, you're going to see, I think you see massive jumps in the stock as it moves higher. So a lot of momentum there to push this name ever higher. And the last stock on my list is Celldex Therapeutics. We're going to go ahead and zoom in here. You see there's not a whole lot happening with the stock before June, but geez Louise, look at this momentum here. Earlier in June, the stock just explodes. You've got the stock company priced new shares to the market. You had a lot of insider buying. And then you see really a range start to form after this breakout. You see consolidation here, just above $10, and stock really carves out a range between $15 and $10, and you see very strong support here at the 50-day moving average. We break above that $15 range here in October, and just again over the last couple of days, The stock pulled back a little bit in October and through the beginning of November here, but again, finding support here at that $15 range. You've got that $15 level, $5 range. You throw that on top of 15, that gives you a $20 price target. So it hasn't broken out of the $20 target, but what I really like about this name is that it's broken out above 18, the previous that October, the October high. And is making that strong push to 20. If the stock breaks out above 20, my price target is 25 and then $30. So upside of 29% from where the stock closed yesterday. And then again, that $30 move. The move to $30 would be 53% upside. And again, so Celldex not working on a COVID-19, vaccine or anything like that, but they do work. They're working with immunotherapy, targeted cancer treatments that really teach the body how to fight different cancers, and just they've got several therapies in the FDA pipeline, and as they go through their stages there with positive results, you see that the stock is jumps higher and it's got room, momentum to keep pushing the stock higher. But this is another name. I mean, you take a look at these three names: Vericel, ticker VCEL, Sutro Biopharma, STRO, and the Celldex Therapeutics here, ticker CLDX. You've got three explosive small cap biotech names surging higher. The rising tide of biotech stocks, as we get closer to getting a vaccine, the money, the big investment cash and speculative money is going to be moving into these stocks that have biotech stocks just in general have a very high potential for explosive breakouts in short order. So this strays a little bit from kind of what we've been talking about in tech stocks and say sturdy blue chips. But these stocks, I love them because they have such potential to, pad your retirement account in short order. And again, if you're behind on retirement or whatnot, this is the kind of stock that can really deliver you a big return in short order. So take a look at these three names. Once again, happy Veterans Day to all you vets out there. Thank you so much for your service. And again, hit me with your questions, concerns. You can leave a comment at the bottom of the video, or shoot me an email at askjrod@stpaulresearch.com. One more time, that's askjrod@stpaulresearch.com. Thank you so much for watching, and for Rich Retirement TV, I'm J-Rod, and I'll see you next week.